We're in the new studio. Here we are.
A little bit of pause for effect. There.
Pause for effect.
I can look at you properly.
I know. I can look at both of you. This is
Why
nice.
couldn't we do this before?
Lack of space.
My mind doesn't compute how we could.
We were backed against a wall before.
Yeah. We got plenty of space here. We're in Perth,
Still.
the heart of the city.
Yep,
BackChat podcast, of course, powered by Fleet Network. Welcome. If this is your first time to BackChat. Secondly, welcome to our new studio.
I wonder, people listening, do you think people just listening, do you think they couldn't care less?
No, could not give a shit.
Could not care less.
No.
Does not make one.
They're already saying they're already hitting like 15 seconds to go forward.
I think it'll make for more organic conversation.
Great.
Because I'm looking at you. I feel like they'll be able to tell the difference.
Yeah.
If they just skip to
we're
30,
still talking about it.
If they skip to maybe the 15-minute mark and listen to 5 minutes of any of the last podcasts versus this one, they'll be like, oh, that was the one that they,
Overall, it's quite exciting. Like
Very exciting.
We have our entire crew in here with us. We have like separate rooms for different things. We have
The boys aren't tapping on the glass.
Oh, my children. Yes.
Do you know what was funny? Like, we had recorded that many shows and stuff in your garage. I reckon the final show ever was when they're like, Daddy!
Yeah.
Like, bashing on the
They
glass.
knew.
They
They
knew.
knew.
Yeah, that's good. So shout out to you boys, shout out to the new studio, and shout out to one person that I had a brief interaction with on, I think maybe Friday. I was driving and I almost ran over this person.
Was it Adam Thorpe?
No, it wasn't Adam Thorpe, and I didn't quite catch his name because I almost ran him over with my car. And it was in Mount Hawthorn. It was one of those awkward ones where you're like, I'm going to turn left, but then he was trying to cross the road, and we both sort of like, oh shit, sorry. And he ran in front of the car, and he was like, hey, BackChat.
Yeah,
kept running.
Who was it? You don't know?
Don't know.
Nah, you nearly killed him, but yeah.
Random BackChat guy.
So for whoever that was, I almost ran over with my car. I apologise. I think we were both. It was one of those awkward ones.
The red man was probably flashing and it was your fault.
awkward. I think he was in a bit of a rush. I was
fault
probably
was
in a
it?
rush.
It was your fault.
Well,
If it's never Dan's fault ever.
Was it at the crossing? Was it at the lights?
So you know when there's like a break in the median strip, he'd run across to the middle of the median strip and he was waiting. And then I was indicating to go left, and I went to turn, but then he went to cross, and I was like, and I slowed down. I was like, oh, sorry, and then he.
Oh, that's probably
his fault.
His fault. Yeah.
You're a car on a road.
Yeah.
Can't just go running across the road.
Yeah.
So shout out.
Yeah, but shout out
to him.
Shout out to him. Just thanks for thanks for noticing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Did you have Google? Did you have Apple eyes on?
No, he didn't.
Apple
That
Glass.
would have been great.
That's only taken off in the last day.
Yes.
That seems outrageous.
Dan texted me this morning and said, "I want Apple Glass." Glasses.
Is that the one that? Yeah, okay.
It's the ski goggles that you wear around, and
Yeah.
it's got a giant power cable and a power bank strapped to your back.
Yeah.
I saw it. No, this guy I think had it fully charged. I think you can walk around with it with
Just ski goggles.
off charge. Yeah. So
you like how it looks?
well, no, I don't. And I saw a picture of someone wearing one of those Dyson air purifier masks things. Have you seen those?
No.
Looks like
what, like the guy off,
like a Bane,
like Bane?
Yeah, it's like you
got a
put it in your
vacuum
mouth
on
and it goes up your face. And he was wearing that and the goggles, full face covering.
Nice.
But this guy in his house, he was sitting down, he's doing some work, and then he went to the fridge and he like had a pinned note, like, and he needed milk.
He had a note on his fridge above his wok that was cooking. He had like a
How-to
Gordon
video.
Ramsay cooking video playing, and
All in his eyes.
all at the same time.
As he
was, like,
walked
walking
around the
like a
house, it was just
virtual
stuck
reality
there.
thing.
He's like, "Oh, this is my big screen TV." Anyways, I want that.
It's not for me.
It's not for you.
Well, think about the Apple, like the iPhone 1.
Yeah.
Would you rather that, or would
Or
you
the
rather the
iPhone.
14 we have
Yeah,
now?
but would you rather wait 13 years for that?
Yeah,
I
I'm happy to
I
wait.
like the idea, but I'm waiting for it to get a little bit more compact.
Can we just we just a quick shout out? I'm doing a lot of shout outs. We had some people write into us to give us their services. Plumbers,
Oh yeah,
electricians.
heaps of plumbers.
I messaged one of them today because we have a toilet. We have a toilet in the new studio.
Why does one of them say no number twos?
Yeah.
Did you write that?
No, there's a piece of masking tape with a handwritten thing
you
that
write
says
that?
no number twos. I didn't write that.
Right.
Did one of you guys
someone
write that? So it was already here. So we need a plumber.
It's the ghost of our few players.
Yeah, fix that.
Or just people who used to
The
work.
intruder.
Hopefully you haven't brought him here.
So
No,
who
it
are you
wasn't
shouting out?
Was one more thing that we would like,
Ah,
and this is more. You've really championed this. You really want this.
there's a few things we're championing. Fuck, I can't even say.
Championing.
There's a few things we are
Championing.
I don't think I can say
Champing.
We're championing a few things.
Yes.
We would like.
Backmen.
Yeah, we're championing backmen.
Back women.
Back women. Back
Right?
people.
Backs defenders.
Backs in
That's what
general.
this podcast is about this year. We're doing that a lot. The other thing I'd like to, that word, is, we're talking about the wall out the front.
Yeah.
I want, did you see the wall out the front?
The wall?
The giant wall, like
Yeah.
blank wall.
As you walked into the facilities.
It's 5 meters across,
Yeah.
3 meters high,
Yeah.
15
About
square
right.
meters.
Yep.
I think it's begging for someone with artistic talent
Yes.
to do some artwork.
Not
on.
me. I'm horribly. I'm the worst artist ever.
It's begging
You draw
for
a poo on the
someone
wall?
who likes to spray paint illegally on things within the next 24 hours to take it over. I think if we get an artist who's a BackChat fan to do a massive BackChat sign,
a big mural.
I don't think other artists,
They respect it.
they don't defecate on their own.
I think they're probably still graffiti.
That's
Don't shit on their own.
I think that's the motto of graffiti is
Don't shit on your
Don't
own.
shit on your
don't
own.
shit on your own.
I think we'll find it. So, if you
Yes.
are listening, you have artistic talent that would be everyone in this room put together times 100.
Yeah.
But a certain got to be visual art. You can't just be
Yeah,
a
yeah.
good singer. Yeah, I can,
You
Unless
can
you want to
be-
stand there and
you
sing.
can be a
well, you
good
can
singer.
be, but that's not the visual art That's not the art we're after.
I'm thinking,
I'm a great photographer. Well, yeah, mate.
Big-
Paint
big-
on the wall.
big painting, big something,
Yeah.
looking cool, has BackChat in it.
Yep.
People driving down what street? We're on Beaufort Street. Just look, holy shit, look at that.
That's
That's what I want.
BackChat.
That's what I want.
Okay.
what
Well,
we
you
want.
know how to get in touch with us. BackChat, _ on socials. Hello at backchatstudios.com.au is where you can email us.
Unsure if I'm offering to pay for it at this stage.
Well, the problem is that we're not going to be here forever, and we would hate to invest heavily into something that will be like, okay, cool.
Well, we wouldn't hate it if it was cool.
Yeah, it was cool.
Shane,
Yeah, okay.
how much do you love us? We'll show you how much we love you
That's right.
when you put something cool on our wall.
Hamish, something very big happened this week. For the
Massive.
first time in history, we started something here on BackChat that was close to your heart. Hammer breaks.
Yeah, well, it was very close to my heart as it was me trying to break a record. Look, for
How did it go?
not
What-
very
what
well.
is it? What are we
So,
doing?
For the longest time, I remember.
I should just say, Hammer, we didn't
Sure.
tell you this before. We're not going to tell people the result.
Oh, yeah.
The video's coming out later
Oh,
in the
I
week
said
on
not
YouTube.
very well, but that doesn't mean I didn't break the record. That might
Yeah.
Quite.
Yeah, no,
my
that's right.
expectation
Good
could have
point.
been to blow it out of the fucking water.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert, I didn't do that. It may or may not have been closer than we thought.
Yes.
Anyway, I for the longest time I've had Guinness World Record books at home. Growing
So
up,
good.
they were at the library at school. And
Great
it's just
Christmas
like,
present.
Oh, great Christmas present. You look over them and it's like, oh, sweet. There's the person with the widest tongue.
The guy always carrying his nails around in a handbag.
Yeah,
The
just like,
longest
fuck.
nails.
That's a record that you really just have to buy into.
The eyeball popper lady.
Oh,
Like the biggest
yeah.
eyeballs.
Yeah.
World's biggest eyeballs. You can't beat that.
No.
I don't know if you can beat
So
that.
that's the stuff that, like, world's longest hair. Like, mine's not growing any quicker than his already is,
Yes.
and he's got a lot of it.
Can't
so
win.
I'm not going to beat
Can't
him.
do
Not going to beat him.
You can't do the thing.
World's
that-
tallest man? Nope. World's
No.
shortest woman? I'm neither of those, so I can't beat that.
Yet.
But, yeah, well, here we go. Now, there's a lot of records out there that are quirky and beatable, in my opinion. And we were saying, I can't even remember which. It would have been the last podcast.
Very
last
close
year.
to the last one.
Just like, okay,
Was the
let's
last
do a
one.
prediction.
It was 2024 predictions.
2024 predictions. What is the predictions for 2024? And I said, I will break a Guinness World Record.
Yep.
And if
I
you are a listener of this show regularly, you'll remember that conversation.
Yeah, it was quite a vivid memory in my head. I'm going to break a Guinness World Record, and didn't think anything of it from then. And then all of a sudden it comes around to this year, and I'm like, actually, let's do it. So I've done a bit of research and done some digging, and I've compiled a bunch of records that I think I can beat. And we've started a segment, Hammer Breaks, and I will be doing a weekly record-breaking attempt.
So make sure you get over and follow that. That's Hammer
Yep, at
Breaks
Hammer Breaks.
on Insta.
Yep. The way it works, it's difficult to physically get the Guinness people involved.
And costly.
And costly. So I will be just unofficially breaking the record or attempting to unofficially break the record. If I unofficially break it, we're getting some money.
Then we're
And
pulling the trigger
we're
on
pulling
some
the trigger
costs.
on some
You know what also like if you were like sort of this sort of Katniss Evergreen
Everdeen.
Everdeen
Yeah.
of world record breaking, where like you don't confine yourself to the man, of Guinness. You do it your own thing.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
look, that
Just-
reference has gone straight
Yeah.
through me.
I don't
Just
know.
no idea what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
break the entire system.
Can I take over here? So I witnessed your first record-breaking attempt here in the BackChat studios, almost day one of us being here. It was last week. I give a summary without giving away what happened.
Yep.
We've got some video footage.
We learnt some things.
Yep.
Before we look at it, I think. What do I think? Without telling you what happened, I think we learnt that to break a world record, you need a lot of preparation and teamwork. This isn't
Yeah.
about Hammer.
No.
Like it is.
It is, but it's about
about
the team
us.
that comes
He's
in.
the winner of the Tour de France.
And I think there may be opportunities through this year to get the BackChat audience
Involved, yeah.
involved
Heavily.
because we've seen some world records. that require people.
Yep. So there'll be some potential
Stay tuned.
live record attempts. There'll be some potential. What I've also thought about it, and having obviously attempted this record, and the result is to be seen. I think the way that I would like to do it, I've already pencil marked that I would like to potentially have another go at a record down the line. Like if I've looked at these and if I succeed or if I fail, that's not the point. I would like to potentially do it again because we learned some things from it. I don't want to have any practice going into it.
If Hammer broke the record, he'd be wearing
You'd all know.
a gold
We'll carry on.
You'd all know about it.
medal, world record holder, Hamish Brayshaw.
So I would like to go into these records without a whole lot of practice.
Yeah.
And then if I think, shit, I
We're
got
gonna do
close, I'm going to actually do a bit of prep.
So for this vision, we tried to do 1 minute, most balloons popped while squatting on a seat. And the 30-second record was 48.
49.
1 minute record was
91.
Okay.
Anyway, so
Close
we were
enough.
close enough. About nearly 50
Let's-
and just over
Let's
90.
have a look
What
at
do you
how
got for us,
when he
Nick?
was doing this.
Footage.
Oh, it's different footage.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
sir.
I thought we were teasing that. I thought that was coming. The sitting down. This is
Holy shit,
that's
it's
cool.
Nick.
Wow.
It's Nick Westall, everybody.
There you go,
floating
Nick.
head.
Hey?
Thank you.
Holy shit.
This is my first
Is your
appearance.
head just floating against the wall?
I can't.
Yeah.
This is my first appearance since my Steve Smith apology.
Good to
So
see you.
Yeah.
Good to see you again.
it's nice to be back. But
Great
this
to have you.
this record was balloons pinned on the wall and running.
Oh,
With a
yes,
pin.
okay.
Yeah, we will be doing this one too. But let's just
let's
see.
have a look
at
Let's
the record.
just see
This
some
was a
balloons.
little practice.
Oh, right, so it's a footy
Oh, the
fact.
balloons were fucking loud. That's why I've got big headphones.
Let's make leftover balloons. Do you boys both play footy?
I can kick it. I can kick the footy, but I can't.
Old nerves that I can hear in the background.
You will probably enough when you would probably
Anyway, that was me trying to pop as many balloons as I can in a line.
Happened there?
I don't know what's happening there at all.
Anyway, new studio, teething issues.
We had some balloons left over,
Yep.
and we thought, let's just have a crap because there is another record we're looking at.
Yep.
At
How fast you can pop 100 balloons with a single pin.
we got a video over here on the desk. A couple of giggling. What's going on over there? Someone just fess up
Some
to it.
giggling men.
That's not working at all. Don't use that microphone.
Damon's holding a mic, not plugged
Just
in.
tell Nick, and Nick can tell us.
iTunes is playing.
iTunes is still playing.
Oh boy! Oh,
Where's the old
ridiculous.
nerves there, brother?
Ridiculous.
Little secret into how we get views on YouTube is that we get a laptop.
Please
Yeah.
turn your
No.
microphones off over there. Figure out your fuck ups, please. Turn them
All
down.
right. Yeah,
You've
anyway.
you guys are gonna have a break.
So
for a
that
little bit.
footage, for those listening that wouldn't have seen the footage, I had taped 14 balloons
Yep.
on the wall. And the way that this record works, or the next one of the records that we will attempt, is how fast you can pop 100 balloons
Is it 200?
with one
I thought it was
pin.
100 one way, 100 the other.
Nah, it's 51 by 50.
Right, okay.
I think so.
Very.
Anyway,
We'll get to that. It's fine.
Yeah.
So, anyways, we've been popping balloons.
Yeah.
You
there was
didn't
quite
quite
a few.
make it.
There was quite a few balloon popping records there.
Yeah, that's fine. The full video will come up on YouTube. Just search BackChat.
It was a
Studios on
lot
YouTube.
more difficult.
If
than
you're
I
not
thought.
tempted now, I don't know. If
Yeah,
you'll ever
we didn't
be
do a great job of
tempted.
selling it.
Right? Okay. Did he break a record? We don't know.
Yeah,
we don't know. if he
potentially.
Are the
did.
old Mervs here?
You're
Yeah,
gonna-
are the old
they
Mervs
could
back
maybe.
in town?
Just
Anyway, it's fucking
Stay
funny.
tuned. You'll find out.
I hope Nick you figured out our tech problems there because we got a little video I'd like to
It's
just.
old Mervs.
It's, can we get some footage of the Bison? Because we got a shout out to Bison.
What a guy.
What's he done?
12 months ago, he was on the podcast.
Yeah,
Almost to the day, I'd say. Was it January-ish? February?
It was to the day of the award. We
That's
were
incredible.
tweeted about that.
Yeah.
Whatever the day he won the Allen Border, 12 months to the day he was on BackChat.
Well,
Wow.
Is that a coincidence?
I don't think
No.
so.
I think it is.
no, it's not.
It's a massive coincidence.
Can you give us that little bit of his speech, Nick? That's
Inspire us.
I can't thank you enough for just believing in me. And I'm a bit fat at times, and I love a beer, but
Oh,
Yeah,
that's-
Yeah, the Bison.
So they were thinking. So I didn't know he was speaking to Pat Cummins.
yeah.
He was
Pat-
telling
yeah.
Pat,
Pat and Wendy. Or
Pat and the
whatever it
coach,
is.
I think.
What's that?
Andy.
Yeah, the coach of the team and
And
the captain
Andrew
of the team.
Oh, right. And
Wendy.
Wendy. I just-
yeah, Wendy and Pat.
So look,
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of media this week,
Yep.
couple of weeks, telling us how much they love Mitch Marsh and what a fucking story it is.
God.
Oh,
And
didn't they hate
we,
him
we,
13
we
months
always
ago?
we always loved Mitch Marsh
It's
and
a
always
lie.
knew this was going to happen. No, that was us. We interviewed him 12 months ago.
Yeah, we loved him.
We loved him first.
Yeah, fuck you guys.
I wanted to just start replying back to people like, give us a look at your articles over the last 6 years where you've been bagging the shit out of Mitch Marsh.
Yeah.
Not only did we love him 12 months ago, but all year there's been a lot of carry on.
The Bison.
Heaps to carry on. Well, he
A lot
has
of
had
carry
one of the great years. Obviously, won the Allen Border medal. But yeah, he said something after an England tour saying like, most of Australia hates me, and I'm hoping that one day I can, I can turn that around and make him proud. But king,
Absolute king.
Before the end of the show, just remember the Bison. That's all I'll say.
Okay.
Have something to reveal.
gonna be pretty hard.
Very
to forget.
exciting.
For patrons?
Could be for everyone, mate.
Oh, could be for everyone.
Could be for
There you
everyone.
go. One last thing before we get into some AFL because, AFL's
It's coming back.
It's coming. Well, this is sort of AFL related. Shelter Footy Cast is on its way back. 19th of Feb.
Wow.
It's been on hiatus. Is
Yeah.
hiatus hiatus.
That's
a
the
word.
word.
Yeah, but is hiatus usually like a negative?
No.
no,
It's
just
not a
means
rest.
having a break.
All right,
Have a
it's been on
rest.
hiatus. We're back 19th of Feb. You and Skeet.
19th of
Excited?
Feb, you've got an old bloke and a young bloke. I'm sort of young, I suppose, mid-30s, that young.
That's young.
Talking footy. Hamish is on there a little bit. We went down and shot a photo shoot down at Optus Stadium.
Is this when you did your?
No, so
run?
Naked Run happening this week.
Wow.
Yet to confirm a day, but this week I'll be running naked around Optus Stadium because I stated West Coast will not win the spoon. And I had
they
to double
did.
down on that. They won't win the spoon this year. There's no chance.
What do you want to bet?
I will run. No. I don't know.
We'll have a bet
There's
because
no
I
way
think
they
they
win the
will.
spoon.
Yeah, I think they will. They're
You
the worst. They're going to be worse this year.
And they'll win the spoon.
They'll be worse this year, and they'll win the spoon.
Double
Yep.
spoon.
They're going to go back to back spoons.
There's literally a spoon by my hand.
Given their run of injuries at the moment, maybe
You run.
They could be fully fit.
You
They'll
run
still win.
naked around Optus Stadium if they don't win the spoon.
Well, that just seems ludicrous. We'll come up with a real bet.
Okay.
that's right. Shelter Footy Cast coming soon. Really, I miss it. It's been a hole in my life not having Shelter Footy Cast.
Am I meant
there.
to be telling you something else about that?
No,
Are
that's
you
it.
giving me
It's
those
just-
eyes where you're
no,
sort of like...
It's just back.
And remember...
It is back. How
No.
is Skeet doing? Haven't seen him in a
Mate,
while.
Skate put one of the all-time car promos, social reviews I've ever seen.
Yep.
It's like someone at unnamed car place called their dad and was like, "Dad, can you just take the car around for a drive and put some weird music over the top of it?
Okay.
Tell us about it."
It felt like one of those segments on like when you stay home from school and you watch those really shitty morning shows, and then like a guy
Dennis
goes and
Direct.
reviews a car.
That was direct.
Yeah, it felt like one of those.
Yeah, on the
Hello,
road- on the
Mark
road with Dennis
Redding's
Direct.
here driving a car. All right, let's get into some AFL stuff. First things first, it's a big year for backman.
Massive.
Every year's a big year for backman,
Well,
but
especially on this podcast.
especially on this podcast,
Yeah.
we're backing in backman because we bloody love them, and they're the reason why people win premierships.
Secured a BackChat Backman of the Year sponsor.
Did
I would
we?
like to announce
we?
that.
Oh,
So
we did
BackChat Backman of the Year is going places this year.
Is it?
I-
Have we locked
I
in?
think we take over the Golden Fist with absolutely all due respect to Danny Frawley with what I'm doing this in his honour.
No respect. If the Golden Fist had meant what it meant, it would
They
be
would have treated it with respect.
Correct.
And they haven't because they have midfielders and forwards running it.
It's
Question
disgusting.
about the BackChat Backman of the Year. Have we locked in it being the inaugural? Is it still the Jack Buckley Award?
The
or
Jack Buckley Memorial Trophy.
the Jack Buckley Memorial BackChat?
Is
Uh,
it too soon to? I mean, I don't mind.
Well, I mean, it's a massive
Discussion.
honour.
I think
Could
it's
it
discussion.
just be that it's named after the reigning winner?
The Jack Buckley medal.
And
What
it
about
just,
the medal? What about we award a trophy,
right?
but you also get a medal and it has
And that's-
Jack's face on it?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's good. Jack could be like,
Close to the heart,
yeah,
where
Okay.
he plays
the Jack
Okay.
Buckley
with his
medal.
heart.
So
Yeah.
one of these people that we're gonna start to talk about some backmen.
Should be a ring.
could be
so you can wear it on your fist.
Hey, you know what?
Even
the good
better.
thing about this
Yeah.
is we can do it.
Yeah.
There we go.
a bangle. Oh, no bangles. Because fist you when you're spoiling it, and then ring like
You don't
it could
fist
puncture
there,
the wall.
though.
Oh yeah.
We're
True.
not wearing
Okay.
bangles, mate.
I'm a ring guy.
Speaking of Jack Buckley, he is going to be a BackChat sponsored player
Yeah,
this
he
year,
is.
which we're very excited about.
Yep.
Now we had a few ways of going about this. We've decided we're just going to be calling.
We've gone the cheap way.
We've gone the cheap way. He is officially a BackChat sponsored player, and you know what? We're going to sponsor a player from every team.
Every
How do you
single
like
side.
that, Hannah?
I love it.
Do you like that?
Huge.
So we did contact GWS. We had some great discussions. With them.
He already has a sponsor.
He has a sponsor, number one.
Yep.
Number two, a lot. No, well, it is a little bit, but it's within our reach. But
Yeah, sure.
but a long list of things you get with it, right?
Yep.
But most of them, tickets to games,
we can't do
tickets
that.
to the Kevin Sheedy,
Sky
Best and
Deck.
Ferris, tickets to the Sky Deck.
I'd love.
Um,
Imagine if we just did the rounds of
like-
the BNFs.
Like Jack Buckley comes to your workplace.
That'd be good.
A signed Giants jumper.
By Jack
A
Buckley.
lot of these things,
Yeah.
we
We
might
could
be able
probably
to
just get
we
anyway.
probably don't
Yeah.
need to spend the money to get it. So
Yeah.
I thought, why would we spend any money for any player? Because we
a good point.
can just sponsor players and just say we sponsor them.
That's a good point.
So we can sponsor Jack Buckley.
We'll give them some merch or something. Like
We
they
can
will.
give
If
them
we send
sponsor
each
players.
of these players a hat,
More than hat,
That's a
mate. What
sponsor.
about a backswim premierships, backchat?
Yeah,
t-shirt?
yeah, that's
Great.
great. Well, I
It's
mean,
right
we
there.
don't. Yeah, well, we can do that, but just a hat would be a sponsor.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
right.
Anything,
And we
more
don't
than
want
that.
to. We don't want to piss off any current player sponsors. You know,
No,
I'm
of
sure they're all
course not.
great people that have invested proper
Technically, they
money.
don't need to do anything about this. Like I want this to. I want them to know we're getting behind them.
Yep.
But you
And
know,
send us your shirt size.
that's where it needs to end. It
right.
doesn't have to go any further than that.
We're
But
gonna do this
We'd
the
also like them on the podcast every second week.
That's true.
Yeah.
We're going to do this the old-fashioned way, and we're going to go team by team. And I'm going to
We're
throw
picking
some
them now.
names out to you, and we can
Are we
pick
picking them right now?
We
We're
can pick
doing
them right
we're
now.
doing 4 teams.
4
today.
teams because we don't. You know,
We don't have all day.
We
we don't have all day. We do,
We're
but
a
we don't
podcast,
want
we
to
can do whatever we want.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's do 'em all.
Let's start in Adelaide because it's alphabetical order.
You're going to throw some back.
I'm going to throw some backmen at you. You guys can decide whether or not you want them. I'm going to rapid fire the names.
Sure.
If you want me to stop and you guys want to talk about them, just tell me to stop because there's
feel
a few here to get through.
Okay. All right.
All right, let's start with Brody Smith.
Look, I like Brody Smith.
He's a very good player.
Not dour enough for mine.
Okay.
Agreed.
Like, do you agree
Yep,
with that?
great. Next.
Okay, Wayne Miller.
Wayne Malera
Same. Not
coming
down.
back from injury.
Too much like athleticism and
He's
skill.
too good.
He's too good.
He's actually like he's too skilled.
Yeah.
All right, he's
too
out.
skilled.
Too much of an
Jordan,
athlete.
Not too good.
How about Jordan Butts? Great name.
Butsy?
Like, that's right in the areas that I
Butsy?
like to live in.
I like Butsy. He's on the maybe list.
Massive quads.
Humongous,
Like-
bit like mine.
Correct. I think he's a real type of operator we could get behind.
Okay.
Like, that's
a
a
maybe.
notice.
Mitchell Hinge.
Mitch Hinge, like him a lot. I could like him more than Jordan Butch. Mitch Hinge, he's got a big raking foot on him. So he kicks bombs. I reckon
Okay.
he sneaks forward for maybe a goal once a year. Once a year.
Is
That
that
could rule him out of contention.
No, just having a sniff. I'm
Okay.
not saying he's going to kick one.
That's
Just
okay.
having a little sniff.
okay?
Fair.
That's fine.
I like him.
Nick Murray.
Oh, they've got some operators in the Adelaide back line.
Nick Murray would be the pick for mine. I like
Really?
Nick. I do like him.
What do you like about him?
Just an arrogant, nice arrogance about him without being
Confidence.
arrogant.
Confidence.
A confidence, but just a confidence in his craft. He doesn't come across as arrogant at all, except when you look at him play. It's like you know you're good. I like Nick Murray.
Nick has highlighted this one for you. Mark Keane.
Who?
Mark Keane.
Mark Keane.
Keane's
To be
mustard.
fair, I highlighted him because I didn't know who he was, and I just had to
Fair enough.
Wikipedia him real quick.
All right, so
But,
you're copying and pasting him.
yeah.
Yeah,
Who's,
great.
Who's Mark Keane?
Mark Keane, 10 games over 4 years.
Is he Irish?
Yeah,
Is he Irish?
He's
Sounds
Irish.
Irish.
yeah, very good.
To be sure. Look,
No.
I'm getting behind Nick Murray. No, did we say Nick Murray?
Yeah, we did say Nick Murray. I'm happy with Nick
let's-
Nick
Murray.
Murray's our man.
Okay, we got James Borlase and Max Michelini.
No.
Oh, Max
Those-
Max
Michelini.
Michelini's good. Too skilled.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Nick
Sorry,
Murray's our
Nick
guy.
Murray,
Nick
lucky
Murray's our guy.
Nick Murray, congratulations. Welcome
Well
to the
done,
back
Nick
chat.
Murray.
Backs.
All right, let's go straight to Brisbane. Harris Andrews.
Good.
Good
Got a
player.
lot of
Really
votes.
like-
Got a lot of votes in the.
Yeah,
back
Almost
chat.
beat Jack Buckley.
He
the
kicked a
point.
goal. That's what did him.
He did too. He
Ooh.
lost 3 votes because he kicked a goal.
Yeah, he was the 3-vote getter, and then
Hey,
the rules obviously
them's the
stipulated
rules.
in the
Them's the
bylaws.
rules. All right, Harris Andrews. Let's park him for a second.
Well,
Tom
he's-
Doody. Today.
Oh, I like him a lot.
Yep, fits the mold of what we're looking for too. doesn't he?
And he's a
He's good. So does Harris Andrews, though. To be fair,
I'd say they're neck and neck right
Okay,
now.
right now, Jack Payne
These
just signed a
guys
6-year deal.
Also
Big
have some
money.
operators. 6-year deal. Thanks for coming. Got him off before anyone else snapped him up.
yeah. I think almost the 6-year deal is too much for
Yeah.
Jack Payne. So he,
But we
he
like-
might-
Not enough.
No,
Not
as
enough.
in like he might like. Do we then give him the sponsorship because he's already just signed
Doesn't need
6,
it.
so he doesn't need
Okay,
it.
Alright.
so maybe he's looked after well
He can
enough.
buy his own hat.
How do you guys feel about Darcy Wilmot?
Look, I feel pretty good about him. I do.
Yeah.
So Darcy Wilmot, he's a smaller type. Gets up the field quick.
Mm.
Might be too quick.
Okay. Starcevic. Brandon
Brandon
Starcevic.
Starcevic.
Too good, too
Do you
skillful.
I don't think he is too skillful.
Yeah, I reckon
he
he
locks
does.
people out of
Yeah, he
games
does.
like you don't even see them.
Actually,
Whoever he's
Isaac
playing
Quainer pops to mind as someone who is also very good like that. And
on, similar operator, but like
Yeah.
Isaac's a little bit more athletic. Like Brandon Starcevic,
Yeah.
really good.
Yep.
And I'm pretty sure like his dad's like one of the coaches or
He's
something.
a coach for the women's team.
Like
Okay.
I like that.
Yeah, we respect inclusivity, obviously.
Absolutely.
What about Ryan Lester?
I
Couldn't
don't-
pick
I
him
don't
from a
wanna say-
lineup of one.
All right, so he's out.
No,
so,
I like Ryan Lester.
Yeah.
I like hey, I'm not going to be negative about any back.
No,
no.
I'm just saying, like on the scale of 10,
Yeah.
Yes.
being Jack Buckley,
Mm.
he might be a 6.
So I feel
Jack
good about Duday, Andrews, and Jack Payne with the deal.
Duday, I'd love. he's come back off ACLs. We're going to be big supporters of his.
Yep.
I just think
I like Tom Duda.
I do, but no, he's not that guy.
So who are we committing to then?
So it's between Harris Andrews and Jack Payne.
Yep.
And as much as I'd love to say Jack Payne, Nick, I'd love to. I think Hammer's right. I think he can buy his own hat.
Yeah,
like he's
so
got a
can
6-year
Harris.
deal.
He's the captain.
Harris is the captain.
Okay. Harris Andrews it is. Well done, Harris
Yeah,
Andrews.
fair enough.
Welcome
He's
to
their
the
most
family.
dour
I'm gonna
defender.
back
He's
him
too
in.
good.
He is their
Too
most.
good.
He's
He's
their
too
most
good.
dour defender.
He's
Jack Buckley's the best
dour,
player in
mate.
the comp.
He's
He's
dour.
their most dour defender.
Harris Andrews is their lockdown, mate.
Yeah.
I know
Anyway.
Jack Payne is. He's on a big deal, big money.
Yeah, there he is. Harris
Sorry.
Andrews.
Harris Andrews it is.
That's right.
Let's go over to Carlton. Jacob
Carlton.
Wiedering.
Yeah.
He falls for scams too
Look,
easily.
I
He
think-
might not accept
I
our
think
emails.
he is
We'll send him a
with the
hat.
bang.
He'll fall for anything.
fall
That's
for
the
it,
thing.
yeah.
You can just send him an email for
Maybe
nothing.
that's a good thing, though. Like, maybe he'll be...
Yeah. We could probably fleece him for a bit for the hat. Hey, mate, it's a reverse sponsorship subscription.
pay us.
You pay us. Oh, yeah, sweet. Here's my details.
Oh,
Do you need me to transfer it
Don't
over
do
you
it
or
to
what?
him, mate.
nah, okay.
It was very brave of him to come out. So.
Wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Get it all back through a sponsorship. Anyway.
2 words for you. Nick Newman. How's that feel?
Nah, I don't know. No, sorry, Jack Newman's who I'm thinking of. He's the one that.
Nick Newman, former Sydney Swan, Carlton player now, gets a lot of the ball.
Yeah.
In fact, one of the highest performing fantasy players at the back end of last year. Too good.
All right,
Too
too good. Lewis
too-
Young.
Key defender, gets the, real Will Schofield type operator.
Sure.
Is he
Doesn't-
winning games for Carlton?
Yeah.
Back there?
Like I said,
Yep.
real Will Schofield. Top operator. Hey, look, Jacob Wiedering, he's their money guy.
Yep.
He's
Yeah.
whether he has it or not, who knows? But
Yeah.
he's their poster boy.
I
Youngie just
reckon we should get Jacob Wearing for the scam.
all right. Well, yeah, Youngie.
Let's
yeah,
see. Like, I'll
Youngie takes a bit of heat off.
Okay.
I'll
Jacob.
pigeon. Let's
I don't even
pigeonhole
know if
Wiedering.
Wiedering's playing round one. So
Let's pigeonhole Wiedering, and
Okay.
if we do end up going down that route, let's send him the reverse subscription model.
Okay,
And
perfect.
see
If he falls into it, then he's our
Great.
guy.
I've got 2 more names for you. Mitch McGovern and Brody Kemp.
Oh, Mitch McGovern. We have just gone down the avenue of the Bison being a bit fat and loving a beer.
That is very good call. Could Mitch McGovern kind of say this? Could he be coming into like a career year here?
He could easily. He's been very he's just been
building.
He's building.
Has been inconsistent due to injury. Kane
Yeah.
Corns is fucking on him, and his brother Jeremy.
Yeah.
Which I don't think's fair. Might say that, Kane.
Both good.
I think Mitch could be just on the terms of an All Australian year.
There you
Just gonna
go,
say
yeah.
So should we buy low?
it. He
Yeah,
may
buy
be
stock
too
low.
good. He may be too good.
Okay.
But right now, I don't think he is. I think Mitch McGovern.
Mitch McGovern. I think we buy our stocks low.
Okay,
Governor.
Mitch
Yeah.
McGovern it
Mitch
is.
McGovern.
Welcome to the family, Mitch
Yeah,
McGovern.
welcome.
Well done.
Oh, welcome to the
All
family.
right, Collingwood, this is Nick, you want to stitch up. First one up, Nick
Well,
Dacos.
No.
No,
Disgusting
Absolutely.
behaviour.
nowhere near it.
Not-
Darcy Moore.
Look, if I see Nick Dacos in the back line, I'll reconsider. I don't reckon he's a back.
Yep. Darcy Moore.
Very good player.
Very good. Too
Done.
good.
Yeah. No, I mean you can. All the Collingwood
Great
defenders
hair.
are very good. That's why they won the premiership.
Great hair.
Yeah, great hair.
Captain. Premiership captain.
Looks like Kieran Knightley.
Does a bit.
Isaac Quaynor.
Best player, best lockdown defender in the comp. I think. Yeah, I think it almost has to be
It's
him.
going to be difficult to knock him off, but they've got some dour types. but-
Okay, a couple more for you.
Billy Frampton.
Nathan Murphy.
Billy boy.
Nathan Murphy, actually, he's one that I can get behind. I played cricket with him, and he was
Good
scared
bloke.
of his good bloke, scared of his own shadow as a young kid. Literally,
Shut
would
up,
scared of his own shadow.
We
and
are,
now
we are
would
clipping
just,
these up and sending them to each club.
and
so
now
it should
would
be
just
good.
run backwards with his head looking at the footy into oncoming traffic.
I don't
Okay.
want to lose him this year. If we're sponsoring him, he's had a few head knocks.
He has.
I'd like to look out for his health. And
All right.
I'd like him to just focus on getting out in the park. at the
One
moment.
last
He's a bit
name before we
stupidly
wrap
courageous.
this up.
Anyway, continue.
But
John
what a-
Noble.
John Noble.
Just got dropped.
Oh, mate.
For the grand
He has
final.
been unlucky. Like,
He needs a pick me up.
Could this be a little pick me up for John? Are we doing it for pick me up's sake, or are we doing
No, we're
this
not. We're
for-
doing it to build a good.
Like, surely we
solid-
get Nick Dacos out of the back line. We bring Nick
Johnny Noble in.
Johnny Noble in. Like, I don't see how we
Just
don't do
quietly? This is a very tight backline. If we put all these players in like a on
That's
a
why
on a
they
list,
won the best. That's why they won the best.
No, I
player
mean all of
ever.
our selected
Oh, yeah,
BackChat
yeah, gotcha.
sponsored backmen.
It's got to be Isaac. I'm sorry.
I think so. Isaac's the
Gotta be
best
Isaac.
lockdown defender in the
He's
comp.
a gun. Got to
Yep.
get him in.
Yep.
Isaac Quaynor.
Isaac
Welcome.
Quaynor. Yeah.
Welcome.
John,
All right.
John Noble. I think we send him a hat.
Yeah,
Like
you
bit
can
of
get a commiseration hat.
not a commiseration, like a bit of a mate. Look
Like
what
a pick me
you
up hat.
look what you're going to aim towards premiership and back.
But
Should we
let's
write a
send-
note
yeah.
saying, "Hey mate, sorry about getting dropped"?
Let's
in
send
the grand
Isaac
final. Hope
Quaynor.
yourself."
Let's send
I think
Isaac
so.
Quaynor.
That'd
think-
be
I think
brutal.
so.
Whatever we send Isaac, I think we send the same but one less item to John.
Yeah.
Just to show that, hey mate, that's where you could be.
A motivator.
A motivator.
I like it.
Yeah.
All right. Nick, you get this video ready. This is the
Shout out
Hammer-
John Noble.
the enhanced games. Scully said
That was
before
good.
to you
That was
about about running 100 meters being set on fire.
Oh yeah, we
Well,
joked
then
about that at the start of
This is right up your alley. Nick, let's just get this video up and then we'll talk about it.
I am the fastest man in the world.
Not
I've
one.
broken Usain Bolt's world record,
No, yeah.
but you've never heard of me. I am a proud, enhanced athlete. Now, we have important allies in our battle for bodily freedom, as we build the first sporting event that allows performance enhancements and pays all athletes. When we first announced the Enhanced Games, the Olympic Committee said we were a joke, an idea that couldn't be taken seriously. But venture capitalists know that the future isn't a joke. Today, I'm proud to announce seed funding from investor Christian Angermeyer, PayPal co-founder Peter Thiel, former Coinbase CTO Balaji Srinivasan,
Very reputable.
and many other leading investors. With millions of dollars to support building the future of sports, we can show the world that science is real. The Enhanced Games are real.
Baby. So
I really like that.
the Olympic Games, of course, you're not allowed to be paid. You can't use drugs. They're basically the two predominant factors in the Olympic Games. The
Yep.
Enhanced Games, which is the ad we just listened to or watched.
Yep.
Go for
I
it.
think it's awesome.
Go for gold.
I really do like that because I love the Olympics. It's great. You love seeing human beings perform to the peak of their potential, but you'd also just love to see it even more than that. I'd love to see people just be quick as. Imagine if we get to a point where they're running the 100 meters in 6 seconds. It'd be fucking awesome. Racing a cheetah.
So would there still be merit in the non-dopers? Would there still be merit in just being able to be fit, or is it just
Well, yeah,
wash
there'd be
out?
merit of and then that would make it even more spectacular. Imagine the doping games, and then all of a sudden Usain Bolt comes back training super hard. Not Usain Bolt because he's a bit older now, but a non-doper just saying I can still beat you guys.
Yeah.
And coming out and just being the king.
Hollywood.
Or queen.
That's Hollywood.
I want to know if if it's just a voiceover saying I can be faster than Usain Bolt. That got my attention.
Yeah,
I
has-
think
I
he
wonder if that's
legitimately
real.
is probably beating it, but he's on drugs.
What about the AFL version of the enhanced AFL edition? Would that be much better?
Well, yeah, that's the thing. I don't think that would be much better because I don't think you can't enhance your skill level. The
EPO? What about becoming the fittest? You just
Yeah, you could be the fittest.
Could not stop running.
Yeah, you could be the fittest person ever, but I think the skill level of AFL is at a point where just being heaps fitter, having maybe having 18 Robert Harveys running.
But what
around
if
there.
you could what if you could enhance your eyesight or something, Nick?
They already had the enhanced Essendon 2012 team.
Oh yeah, they
Oh my!
And Joe
Nick
Watson-
comes off the top
did. Joe
right.
Watson won
It's
the
already been
Brownlow. Joe Watson won the fucking Brownlow.
Wowie!
Shit. Yeah.
Nick, that's exceptional.
I don't think they would make that. I don't think it would make that much of a difference in a team sport like that. But tennis, sure. Being a single sport, fucking awesome.
Cycling already do it.
Yeah,
You know
cycling, dope.
They're already doing it.
You can blood dope.
I feel like
Weightlifting, wrestling. Actually,
Wrestling.
no, sorry. Combat sports, take that back. Shouldn't be able to dope in combat sports because you can kill someone because you're a bit more
That
juiced
would be.
up.
Would there
Yeah.
be? Would there be?
there must
Surely
be
there'd be
concerns around the drug
restrictions.
taking.
Oh, there's heaps of restrictions. People
No. For the enhanced games, it can't just be go for gold, do what you want to your body, all the
fucking oath.
best.
Yeah, but sign a waiver. So how
Yeah,
I'm gonna,
that's true. Sign a waiver. It gives me live golf vibes.
yeah.
This new one coming in. They're going to pay everyone. Maybe they'll convert some OG non-doping athletes to come over.
So the whole thing with the enhanced games, everyone wants to talk about the drugs and the abilities of the payment to athletes.
Exactly.
That's
is
a big one.
yeah, that's huge.
Did you ever watch the documentary Icarus?
Yes.
Great. The dude's just I just want to. I'm happy to blood dope. Don't really care.
Just
want
a
to see.
Russian.
He's I just want to blood dope and see how far I can push myself. And it's a similar thing, but obviously he's not getting paid to do it. But
Thought
same
I'd
thing.
just bring that to everyone's attention.
Yeah.
I was in bed when I watched that. I was like, holy shit, I'll be
Yeah.
excited to watch that.
That would
There
be.
you go.
I would watch it.
I would 100% watch that. Swimming, just these demons, these torpedoes going to swim in the swimming pool.
Adam Thorpe.
Exactly. Jack Darling has done his hammy, boys.
Is he really?
He's
Right,
done
so back
his
in
hammer.
footy.
Back to footy. Minor hamstring strain.
should
This is
blood dope.
from the West Coast Eagles. The Eagles said Darling's hamstring strain was only minor and would likely keep him out of training for a fortnight. It's only minor, but
I got to tell
also,
you, Dan.
let me just
Const,
also give you some more names.
I got to tell you,
Yeah.
mate.
Elijah Hewitt,
I got to tell you.
consulting a physio.
Sesamoid, mate. You don't even know what that means.
What is that?
Something in your foot. And
Sesame Street.
if I had to give you, two things that when you hear Elijah Hewitt has to fly interstate to see a specialist to have an operation on his foot, and you had to say if that was good news or bad news, what would that be?
No.
Feels like bad.
Yeah,
news.
it feels like
And
bad
like,
news.
how old's JD? Like 29? 30? Is he 30?
Much older.
Any 30. There's no such thing as like an AFL player that's over 30 doing a 2-week hamstring.
There's no light hamstring.
No.
Isn't it?
He will be out until round 1.
Are
He
we
won't
seeing?
demonstrate.
Are we seeing like just a repeat? Because it feels.
Kelly.
Yep.
Liam Ryan.
Yep.
Jack Darling.
Yep.
I think Josh Rotham is injured. Elijah Hewitt. Ruben Jimby, the
His
boy,
groin.
the undefeatable, the boy.
Yeah, it's something up.
He may have been dominating too much.
Yeah.
How are you feeling? West Coast fan.
I think it must be the curse. Like there's no other
The
reason
waggle.
why. Exactly. There's no other reason why they just keep getting injured. Like it's not even like, oh, they're out for 2 weeks, whatever. They'll be right for round 1. It's just like you want a full run of the team in your preseason. Like you can't.
Yeah.
It's just
Feels
full
like
disruptive
there's
team.
more. It feels like there's more injuries. Like
It does.
Maybe we're not paying attention to the other teams enough.
Maybe.
We're probably not, but they're going to be shit again.
I will say this.
Like, it just hurts to say it, but they're going to be shit again.
Maybe.
It's really, they're going to finish last, and it's going to be disappointing to see.
Can we just see them uninjured though?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah,
Even
no
uninjured, I
excuses.
feel like.
Now,
yeah.
do you know what? We're going to have months of excuses, and that's annoying. As a
But
fan.
you know what injuries mean to a lot of like players? It just means more blooding of the young boys. Harley Reid, best player ever.
Yeah, that's true.
He has to carry
He's
the weight
gonna
of the
win
world.
the rising star
He's going to.
by an absolute runaway.
I will tell you this though on the injury train. I'm sick of the West.
Oh,
West Australian.
damn.
What's wrong with them? What have they done?
There is just the amount of I mean a lot of things. Ben Cousins on the back page with Harley Reid, my advice, like whatever, all that stuff.
You're reading it by the sound.
But
Just don't
no,
read it.
I just saw someone posted about it.
Don't read it.
But the ambulance chasing from the West
Right.
is next level.
The injuries.
The injuries.
Do you
mate.
not want to know about the injuries?
Well,
Sounds like you've just been chatting about it for 5 minutes.
a lot of the time, yeah. But the thing is,
He loves the injuries.
there's been some of these injuries that they like. Darling being helped.
Chesser was 1 2 weeks
Chesser
ago.
being helped off the ground doesn't look good.
Done his knee.
They put it out there, gets engagement because people bloody love it,
Dan's
like
engaged.
Dan's listening.
me. I get engaged, all right,
up this subscription.
and then I
You're already
started
at the
paying for
platinum
it.
level.
Yeah. Dan's got 6 screens going
It
on the West.
just refreshing. It just feels like cheat. It feels cheat to all the people that want to just like ambulance chase and report on
Look,
injuries because it gets good
I don't think
engagement.
that's breaking news that the West has gone to shit their content. I'm sorry.
There's only one segment last year that I even bothered reading.
He's right over the
Yeah,
West.
Hammer time.
Here he is.
Hammer time.
Of course he's defending the West. Move over. Get
Nah.
away from me.
Yeah, I mean,
Is that going around again?
I don't know.
Can we reveal?
I actually don't know yet.
Okay, perfect.
All right, so whatever.
It was very
West,
good,
keep
though.
doing whatever you're doing
I will
because
say that. If
Thanks,
suck 'em
mate.
in.
If you are going to read anything in the West,
It's hammer time.
Worth paying. Was that behind a paywall? Did I have to?
Yeah, you had to, yeah.
Right. Okay. Well, I'd pay for
Or
that
you can just go to your
subscription.
local coffee shop and just probably get the paper there.
That's true.
Mm.
insightful stuff.
What's happening with Sam Mitchell?
Mate,
Because I don't know about this. It
Right.
just says something down here about Sam Mitchell's health
you
scare.
seen this?
Nope.
Sam Mitchell in the off season went to New York. Right.
Blood doping.
Correct.
Enhanced games.
So sometimes I don't really get the whole like head to New York and do it, coaching.
it's like an excuse to have
It's
the
a junket.
AFL Coaches Association and the club pay for a trip to New York.
Paid
Correct. So
junket.
you get to go to New York.
That's
and take
exactly what it
family.
is. Yep. I'm
Go
going to
to
take
New-
everybody.
yeah.
The club's going to pay for it. It's going to be great. I'm going to go
Right.
see one Golden State Warriors game or whatever the fuck it is.
And you're going to learn about
I'm going to see Steve Kerr yell at someone on the bench, and it's like, oh wait, I'm
Well, that
a
was a
better
plan.
coach now.
That was a plan for Mitch until
I'm a better
he
coach.
started feeling a bit sick, and he was like, "Oh, I'm on this, big coaching endeavor, and I'm going to just get so much better as a coach.
Yep.
I can't call in sick." Woke up one day, feeling even worse. Collapsed at the breakfast table.
Wow.
Woke up in an ambulance.
and the
passed
West was
out.
there reporting on it.
The West was there to give me a big sloppy. So anyway, he
Mitch
went to
Wilcox
hospital. No Sam Mitchell, bit of a get on with it type guy. He wouldn't have. So he went. They checked him out of hospital that night. Slept in his room. Woke up in the morning, unresponsive basically, and
So he didn't wake up.
back to hospital.
Yeah.
Like a rushed emergency. Had an absolute concoction of things wrong with him. He had
Yep.
influenza A. He had something wrong with his lungs. Both his lungs had collapsed. Almost dead.
Fuck.
He's there with his family. Adam Simpson comes to the rescue. West Coast Eagles head coach was
Also in New York.
was
Yep.
in New York. Not joking. Was
Yeah.
in New York. Came over. Had to pick the kids up. Took the kids out for a couple of days while Mitch was in hospital for about a week. couldn't get out.
Fucking hell.
What was
He
it?
couldn't get out, couldn't fly home.
Shit.
He's back now. He's on his feet, though.
Okay.
Good on him.
Adam
I think-
Simpson's still there? Or?
Adam Simpson's back.
Okay, good.
They had the
Simo's
coaches
back, yeah.
convention over there.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, it was pretty wild.
That's insane.
What
Paul
about
Mitch, shout
Stevie
out.
J? Just
So I don't know what's with all these. Like, did you know what this one?
no, I don't even know what's happening with Stevie J.
So Sam Mitchell's almost died. Stevie J. You've heard this one, haven't you?
Nope.
Right, I must have been reading the West too much. So
I don't have my ears to the ground.
Sam Mitchell almost dead. A week after that, comes back, totally unrelated incident. Stevie J is apparently coming home from his daughter's birthday where they cut the birthday cake, had a backpack on, tried to nudge his way through his garden gate.
Yep.
Forgot about the knife that he used to cut the cake, pushed against the gate. The knife
Impaled him.
has gone straight through the thing, straight through his internal organs, and he's literally almost bled out to death on his front.
Jeez.
Oh my
The
god.
few things about this story, I'm sure it's true, not doubting it, but like, are you taking like a
You're not
jungle
taking a
machete to cut the
samurai.
like what's going through a backpack, through your jumper, through your internal organs? Like, what sort of knife you carrying?
Or how
Weird, a
aggressive?
sharp
like,
knife. How
Stevie
aggressive
J
you-
aggressively pushing through a gate.
So he almost died.
But also, like, I'm thinking if you're pushing through, if you've got a birthday cake in the backpack, you're not pushing through the gate with a backpack, are you?
Did Sam Mitchell? Well, I don't know.
I think it was
maybe
post-party
backing in.
or
Did
something.
Sam Mitchell win Norm Smith?
Johnson, yeah. Oh,
Sorry?
Oh, Sam Mitchell.
Did Sam
no,
Mitchell
he
win a
didn't.
Norm Smith?
No, sorry. He did not.
Did Stevie
He
J?
did not.
Definitely did not.
No.
Who won
Luke
the
Hodge.
Hawthorn?
Hodge, Cyril,
And
Brian Lake.
and Brian Lake.
wow. And then what about in 08?
It was
I reckon it was Sam
Nick,
Mitchell
I'm
in
going to
08.
need you to also stop shooting your gun, mate.
I reckon it might have been Sam Mitchell in 2008.
Can you have a look at that, Nick? Thanks, mate.
of course.
Have a look at that.
Or was it Luke Hodge again?
Because Stevie Johnson
Isn't Hodge a
Norm Smith
two-time?
medalist. Two-time?
Hodge
Luke
again,
Hodge.
yeah, there you go.
Right. Okay. There we go.
I thought we almost lost two Norm Smith medalists over the space of a month, but we didn't.
But
You didn't, there you go.
thank God they're alive and well.
Correct.
Right.
There
Back
you go.
and
Live
back and doing
breaking
their things.
exclusive from Will Schofield.
Big things coming up tomorrow.
Massive things.
The Tasmania AFL team.
This
Is
is
it
not
is it
tomorrow.
tomorrow or this week?
No.
Couldn't tell you with any
Read the
certainty.
line.
Tasmania team to reveal logo, name, colours, and jersey next month. Off. Day
So
and
I've been talking for at least 8 minutes.
yeah, and I
You
just-
couldn't reach
I
the
just
end of
looked
that
down.
line. Next month,
Next month.
Tassie is revealing
logo.
their logo,
Name
their
and
jumper
colours.
colours, their team song. I think that's very exciting.
I'd like to see some purple in there.
Why?
Would you?
Don't know. Hobart Hurricanes, they're
But the
purple.
Freo already has purple.
Yeah, that's true.
And it's very free.
Won't
as
it be
well.
like very like dark green? There's nothing in the AFL that has green.
That's true.
Like it has to be the green and the yellow, red, like the
Burgundy.
hey, what
The
was
Jack
what's the
Jumpers.
Tassie cricket side called? Like the
Oh,
The Devils, aren't they?
The
Yeah.
Tassie Devils.
Yeah.
The
I
Tassie
they had
Jack
like-
Jumpers.
they had like the
I like
the
Jack
Sheffield
Jumpers.
Shield side. What are they
Yeah.
called?
Yeah.
I don't even know what WA are called to be honest, but like had like the
Western
map
Warriors.
of Australia.
Yeah, Western Warriors.
Yeah, Warriors. So what's the Tassie?
Tassie Devils, is it?
Tigers.
Tassie Tigers. That makes a lot of sense.
Tassie
I think
Tigers.
they're going to have green, yellow, red. I think they're going to have Tassie. Like, there's no other options. There's no purple.
Yeah. What are they going to be called?
Well, what do you
Gotta
think they should be
The
called?
well, I mean, the Demons is close
Let's
to the
say
Devils.
Devils
Can't be
is,
saying
is
Devils.
a dollar eight.
It's not because
Right.
there's the demons.
Yeah, but it can't be
There's
the
not going to
Tigers.
be the demons
either.
and the devils.
No, no, the Devils, right? Devils is a dollar eight. Sorry. So what other names could it be other than
Well,
Devils?
no,
but
it's not
the
gonna be the
devils
Devils.
aren't. We're saying it's not going to be the devils. There's the demons. Melbourne demons exist. You can't have the Melbourne demons and the Tassie Devils.
apparently,
Yeah,
apparently
well,
that's the hot favourite.
They didn't take the Devils for their NBL team. They took the Jack Jumpers instead.
I
Jack
love the
Jumpers.
Jack Jumpers.
Yeah, but like
Big ants.
Are there anything like? Is there any?
What about
deep-
the Islanders?
Oh yeah, I think that.
yeah,
I mean,
Have
maybe-
you got other options in front of you?
Maybe
you seem
the
lost.
Tasmanian-
You
no,
seem
maybe the
lost. You
Mountaineers.
seem like you don't know what we're talking
the
about.
Mountaineers.
the Bass,
The
Tasmanian
Mountaineers.
Yeah.
Why?
The Tassie Salmons. They do a lot of salmons out of there.
Oh, the
The
salmons.
Tassie Salmons. They
The
could be
Tassie
pink.
Salmons would be
And they go
fucking
pink.
huge. Imagine running
Pink
around in
Guernseys.
salmon pink jumpers.
The New Zealand Breakers have gone.
The
all
Tassie
pink.
Atlantic.
Why
for
would
this
they be
year.
the Mountaineers?
There's mountains in
There's
Tasmania.
There's mountains
There's
everywhere.
mountains everywhere
It's not
there.
unique
Yeah,
to
but
Tassie.
There's not mountains in WA.
Yeah,
Pardon?
there is. You've been down to Bluff Knoll?
Sorry?
It's a fucking
Oh,
pretty
well, it's
big
not like
mountain.
known for mountains. WA is
The
not
Stirling
known for
Ranges is a mountain range in
Yeah, but you
WA.
wouldn't go like, oh, I'm going to Western Australia to visit the mountains.
I'm not going to Tassie to fit the
Yeah, you
mountains.
can like
mate.
snowboard there and stuff, can't you? Like, isn't there snow? It's only
I
snowing.
think
That's
it's-
because it's cold, not because it's
I think it
mountains.
should be the salmons.
I
Tassie
like the salmons. I don't think anyone's sort of the salmons.
The Tassie salmons.
The Tasman, like, do they have salmons?
Yeah, Tassie's got great salmon. Tassel Salmons is one of the Hobart Hurricanes' big sponsors.
Tassel salmons.
I'm pretty sure that's it.
Who's he?
Can you look Tassel salmons up, please? Can you get Tassel salmons up, please, Nick? And pull
I'm pretty
their logo
sure
up here.
Tassel salmon is a thing.
So
So the Tassie salmons.
best option then is the Tassie salmons.
I'm in
Guernseys.
agreement.
Because pink
Certainly
would be.
not Mountaineers. It's not gonna happen.
Tassie Mountaineers.
I
What a
love
shocking
it.
name.
Oh, what? It's better. It's not worse than the salmons.
No, salmon's amazing. No, it's way worse. Salmon's
Here it is.
amazing.
There it is. Look at that. Is that Tassel salmon? Am I on the money or what?
Is that right, Nick? You got a microphone in
But it's
front of you.
Tassel
all we can
salmon
see is
out of-
pictures salmon.
There.
It's a website with
Is it out of
salmon on it.
Tasmania? Do they
Give us.
I'm looking at the same thing you are. That's,
Yeah, but we can't see
we can
it.
barely
It's
see
tiny.
All we can see is pictures of salmon in
Just
salad.
scrolling through a website.
Tassel Salmons,
Out of, yeah, here we go.
Tasmania.
Fucking
you
on
very
the
much.
Tassie salmon.
That's good.
Fuck me, Nick.
Can we just
That's
have a look at the website?
Just having to scroll through. Can we just have can we put the podcast down and we just have Nick's websites just scrolling through the last half hour of the show, and Nick will just breathe into
Just
the
on there
microphone.
playing Bubble Trouble.
Oh,
lost
it's
the plot
very good.
today.
All right, so
Tassie
the Tassie
salmon's
salmons. That's very good. I reckon we go with that.
I would like to see
Second only.
the Tassie Mountaineers.
If Mountaineers wins it, we don't come back. We were Hamish and I are off the podcast.
Okay.
Okay,
Right, Mountain's gonna
because
win.
you are the
Because
oracle.
it's you got like good logo options with that. Like it could be like
Coors Light could be the sponsor.
yeah, something like that.
That would be good.
That's right, an American
America's
company.
beer brand.
All right, let's talk about something a bit more.
I'll
serious.
shit in my hands and clap if they're the Tassie Mountaineers.
Go.
Okay. All right. So from the past 9 years, right, a team from the outside of the 8 have made the top 4 the following year.
Yeah,
That's a crazy stat, but that's what it says in front of me. Is that true, Nick?
Could be
It is true.
It
Correct.
is true.
9
Find it
years.
on the internet.
Over the past 9 years, a team from outside the 8 have made the top 4.
We did it in 2010 to 11.
Yeah,
Yep.
Wooden
Definitely.
spoon.
It's spoons. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty
Did
good
we do it in 15? Yeah, we did it in 15.
So who's the top
We're-
4 last year then?
We would have started it. 2014
it
and
was-
Port
12.
Brisbane,
Last year it was Brisbane, Collingwood,
Port.
Port Adelaide, and
Melbourne.
Melbourne.
Yep.
So who was out of the 8?
So I'll tell
Port.
you, Western Bulldogs
Port.
were out of it.
Port.
we Port out of the 8 the year before. There you go.
Um,
They made top 4.
no, but Port were in the 8 last year. Who just said Port Adelaide? Port Adelaide were 3rd last year. Who
No,
just
no,
went-
the year before
year
that.
before that.
As in,
Yeah,
like,
'cause
they're,
one of those
they're in,
teams,
they're
one
in
of
the
those
top 4.
four.
They're in
So
the
one of
top
those
4.
teams finished outside the year before, and it was Port Adelaide.
Sorry, thank
Yeah,
you. I
yeah,
wasn't
that's all
listening.
right. So okay, here's your bottom outside the final. So Western Bulldogs, Adelaide Crows,
Well,
Essendon.
let's just talk about them. Western Bulldogs, can they make the top 4?
Yes.
I think they can. I think it's.
Marcus
I
Bontempelli
think
will have to win
there's-
the Brownlow.
I think there's more. I think there's more likely.
Sure.
Okay,
Adelaide, I think, this year's fool's gold for mine.
Sure.
I
like
think
that.
there's a lot of hype. They're going to be. They may improve, but they finished 10th last year. They won
Sure.
11
Yeah,
games.
yeah,
I don't see them winning 15 games next year.
Neither do I.
Watch them win the premiership. Essendon.
Worst team ever.
I've heard a lot from their players about changing the culture and talking about Mountaineers being doing altitude training. They're in Arizona doing high.
And they
head
do have
camps.
Nick Martin, the best player in the comp.
Very
outside
good,
of Jack Buckley.
very very good friend of the family. And there's some good players at Essendon, but
No, they're not going to make the top 4.
I'll say this: they've got a shit culture and a non-winning culture until they don't.
Yeah, that's fair.
Right? And if they start winning, I'll change them a tune. But right now, as we live and breathe the 4 round 1,
No,
they ain't playing finals
No,
next
they're
year. Until they start winning. And when they start doing that,
we'll jump on them.
then they're absolutely right. Geelong could be bottom 4. Could be bottom 4 next year. Geelong. They ain't going top 4. Tell you
No,
that right
I don't
now.
think they will either.
They're not going top 4.
They're not going to. They might. They'll stay where they are.
Richmond are also
Yeah.
not being top
I think
4.
they could.
They could be bottom 2.
I love the Tigers. I reckon they could somehow find
How?
a way.
They're going to start playing small ball.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Dusty Martin will come back and all
No
of a
one
sudden
to
win
kick
another flag
goals.
at Brownlow.
Really?
Yeah.
You like
So-
Richmond.
Oh, I do
So
like
Bont's
the
winning the
Tigers.
Brownlow, Dusty's winning the Brownlow.
That's
Joint-
if they're, that's if
joint
their
Brownlow.
teams.
Yeah,
if their
right.
teams go.
For
well.
mine, it's the next 3 teams that can finish top 4.
Okay.
Fremantle?
Yep. Maybe not.
Why not?
Potentially. They could do.
I know. All of them could.
They could.
That's what
That's
we're
the
doing,
point.
Emma.
Yeah. I just don't think they will. I think they'll
I
finish
love
in
an
the
opinion
8.
with no reason. I think they could be top 4.
Okay.
Gold Coast.
What's your reason?
Fremantle.
Yeah.
I think they'll improve a lot more from last year. I think they will have changed their ball movement, which really let them down last year. I think they're going to be like slick. Fifey's back.
He is. Yep.
Your brother's going to be the most dangerous player in the AFL with the ball.
That's correct. No, deadliest.
Sorry, deadliest.
Quote him right. That was from the West. Deadliest. Josh Tracy will be a very good player
The big
next year.
kahuna.
I just think.
Yep. Okay. Cool.
I
I'm
like-
sold.
I like
Freo
all
are
of
gonna
them.
top 4. Anyway, keep going.
Gold Coast. I don't know. There's a lot of hype about Gold Coast.
Heaps.
They won 9 games last
Dimmer?
year.
Yeah, nah, not
The
sold
Dimmer
on it.
factor.
Ben King will have to win the Coleman.
Okay. He can.
He can. A very good player.
So if Ben King wins a Coleman, they finish top 4.
Good player.
Hawthorn is close to my pick. Wow. I think they improve out of sight.
I mean, Mitch has just been in New York learning from
Dying.
the best.
Dying.
Yeah, I mean, do it for your coach.
7 wins last year. They'll have to double their wins at least.
Yeah.
Yep.
Plus a couple
Plus a few.
to win, mate, top 4.
Yeah.
It'll be tough.
Well, someone's going to do it.
Yeah, someone
And I
has
think
to.
it's
What
for
about,
mine.
the next,
It's those
what about
three.
the next 2 teams?
North Melbourne and West Coast.
Well, West Coast won't. North Melbourne won't. So that's all right.
Thank you very
There you
much.
go.
So who's your pick out of those? Not 10.
Richmond.
Richmond.
Fuck me, that's dumb. I'll go
No,
Freo.
I actually do like Fremantle. You take Hawthorn, I'll have Freo.
I'll have Hawthorn. Thanks.
I'm gonna go
After-
Geelong.
Idiot.
Nah,
I just feel like Geelong always
Yeah,
does
they're
something.
thereabouts, aren't they?
They always
Which is
do
dumb
something.
and
Like,
annoying.
yeah, we're never bad.
Yeah.
All right, that's
We didn't talk enough about the Bulldogs there. I'm sorry.
because
They could-
that
yeah.
feels like the easiest one though, right? They just
Good midfield, good back line, good forward line. Like
Could
good
easily
side.
do it, yeah.
Bevo's, back on track. He's shaved his mo off. You seen that?
I have. It looks weird.
He looks weird.
Looks
Bring
strange.
back the mo,
I couldn't
Bevo.
even.
He looks
think
like
of
Josh
what that
Kennedy
looks
when
like.
he shaves his fat, like shaved.
He looks like he went from like cool surfer dad to like
Poindexter.
no, not Poindexter. Like slick, like glistening, like model father.
Listening, Dad.
Yeah, he lost 10 years.
Good on
Right,
him.
like he's just gone through a
Don't like
divorce
it.
or something.
Don't
and
like
he's
it.
just
But yeah.
redoing it.
Yeah, he's gone like he's out at a club. Like it's
Great.
like 42.
Putting
out.
like olive oil in his hair.
yeah.
Awesome.
I just want to read you a quote that I've just found on the internet, and I couldn't be happier with it.
Okay.
Is this what you do over there while
Yeah,
we're
just look at quotes.
Just talking.
churning away?
Here's one for you.
Okay.
Are you ready for this?
I am.
Tasmania is Australia's most mountainous state, with more than 450 peaks rising across its terrain. The most mountainous state
Yeah,
in the country.
Right. Can you just read what you Googled? What did you Google?
Are mountains popular in Tasmania? And here we
Are
go.
they popular? Is anyone just written back yes?
Can you also Google this while you're Googling?
Okay.
Google what state / territory produces most of Australia's salmon.
Salmon. Okay. Tasmania has the most valuable salmon industry in Australia,
There
with
you
the
go.
largest marine salmon farming area
Done.
in the country.
The Tassie
So
salmon.
I think it supplies over 90. I think it says 90, and it's probably 90%.
The Tassie salmon.
we rest our
We
case.
rest our
like
case.
all
I'm
chips
all in
are
on the salmon.
All chips are in.
Just want to say the mountains weren't the worst option ever.
They weren't the
okay?
worst option.
I'd like to formally apologise on the
Yeah,
Mountaineers.
so would I.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
You can think about it while we listen to Fleet Network.
Fleet Network. If you don't know already and you would like to know, it'll save you money. It'll help your budget, and
It'll do
you can
those
get
things.
one of the cars that you want to get and drive around. I don't like cars. I just need somewhere to get from point A to point B. Fleet Network can do that for you while saving you money if you are employed by anybody.
Yep.
That is a qualification you need. You need to be an employee.
I'm one of those.
You could be an employer and it could help you, but
Yep.
employees, you go to Fleet Network, they sort your shit out, and then you get yourself a car, a brand new one.
Yeah, you Novated yourself a lease and
And
you're away.
you literally just give it over to Frank and the boys. They handle it with
Everything-
your employer.
Everything. There's
It's
apps.
great.
You put expenses through there. They pay you back your money. It's all inclusive. You pay one fee for the month. So I don't know. You get down there. You get yourself an Isuzu car that I've got. It's fucking great.
The D-Max.
Yeah, the D-Max, Isuzu D-Max. You go, all right, here's your Isuzu D-Max. They say, here's the amount of money you need to pay a month. That's all we heard from you. That's all she wrote. There's the money.
Drive away,
There's
no
the
more
car.
to pay. Shit,
Well,
yeah.
there's some to pay.
There's obviously more to pay. It's an ongoing lease. That's the whole point.
You know what though? Last week I got my
Drive away, no more to pay until next month. You have to pay again.
I got my car serviced, so
Idiot.
I'm not with Fleet Network right now, and I'm
Yes.
working
You idiot.
towards getting a fleet service.
Yes.
Went and got my car service. I dropped it off, did all that stuff. The guy was showing me all these forms. I was like, how much am I going to pay? He's like, doing the extra $45. The oil thing. I was like, man, I don't know anything about this. I should just be with Fleet
bundle
Network.
it all in one cost
Exactly.
and give it to me. But yeah, pay this. You got to pay this. How about you send some money here?
Lesson learnt.
Lesson learned. I'm going to call Frank and the boys.
Fleetnetwork.com.au to choose your next vehicle and leave the rest to their dedicated team of experts.
Well, thank you, Fleet Network. Now, I was shitting on the West earlier. Apologies, for the people that work there. I'm sure they're great people. There's certain things they don't
lovely.
like. One thing that we can talk about the West though is their player rankings. Now they have ranked Western Australia's 100 best footy players.
We're about to shit on the West
for the
again.
season. Now, I've got a list here in front of me. I'm going to just throw some names at you, and then you can sort of decide where you think they might land in that 100.
So it's their top 100
The
Western Australian.
Top 100 Western Australian players, and I believe this is from the
West Coast and Freo.
West Coast and Freo. I've
So
got
they've
the
named 100.
There's not even 100 players.
They haven't named 100.
That can't be right.
88. Sorry, they've
There
got
you go.
88.
Okay, so they've got the
That
entire
makes sense.
both lists.
Yeah.
Sure.
Who was last?
Who's 88? That's
I'd like
rough.
to know. Can you look up who was last, please, Nick? That'd be
Yeah.
great. If you
All
could
right.
on that.
Here's the. I mean, how do you want me to give this to you? I've got the top 10. Should we start?
Why don't
from
we guess rather than you give them to us? Why don't
Great.
we guess?
Why
Yeah.
don't you guys
It's
guess the top 10 players
It's
from West
almost-
Coast and Fremantle?
Almost as if we talked about this beforehand.
Yeah.
Look, I know a couple, so I'm going to let you go first. I've seen 2 of the 10.
Okay.
Like I know who number 1 is.
One would have to be Caleb Sarong.
Is Caleb Strong in the top 10? Like that's not number 1.
Yes.
Caleb Sarong would have to be in the top
Would you want me to
10.
tell you where he is?
Yep.
Number 2.
Yeah, okay.
So you're
Wow.
close. You're very
Yeah.
close.
Really?
Yeah.
He's number 2.
He's number 2.
Oscar Allen's got to be in
Oscar Allen would be 1. If Caleb's 2, I reckon Oscar's 1.
He's number 3.
Wow.
This
Have
is
they
great.
still got Nat Fife at number 1? That
No.
wouldn't shock
there.
me.
Is Nat
at all.
Fife in the top 10?
He's not in the top 10.
I don't think he should.
No, yeah, it's fair enough.
If he's playing the best, he's their best player.
Is he coming back to be his best?
Apparently he is. Apparently he's on this training the house down.
Oh, if he's training the house down.
Hey, he's fit.
Then
firing. He's kicking 20 goals
Where's
a game.
Andrew would be in there somewhere?
Yep.
Brayshaw.
Mate, he's number 4.
Wow.
Okay, shit.
Did
Tim Kelly?
Fuck off. This Tim Kelly number 5.
you write this?
promise you
Did
I haven't.
write this?
I still haven't
You
guessed
haven't got
number 1
number
yet.
Okay.
Is Sean Darcy in it?
Number 6.
Wow.
Stop it.
He's amazing.
Okay. Jeremy McGovern?
Not in the 10, sorry.
I know 1 and 7.
I'll give you another hint at number 7, a West Coast player.
West Coast player number
who
7.
are
Tom
we?
Barras.
No.
Liam Duggan.
No.
No, fucking hell.
Don't
Is it
tell
Harley
me it's the
Reid?
fucking.
It's Harley Reid.
Harley Reid at 7 hasn't
So-
played a game yet.
He's the 3rd ranked West Coast player or 4th?
Yes.
And
He's the 3rd best player from West Coast on this
So
top
that
10
means
list.
that
Yep.
Freo has the number 1 spot.
Yep. That's
Who's the
correct.
number 1 player?
Luke Jackson.
Correct.
Boy.
Luke Jackson.
Wow.
Do you think this was like some sort of handshake deal after all they've done to him?
They had him
Over
on the
the
back
last year.
page, putting a $1 price per mark on him, and now
Yep.
they've got him as the number 1 most
Hang on a minute.
important player.
You're allowed to be shit and then be good, which is what he was. So they had to go at him for being shit, and now
Stop
he's fucking
defending
good.
the
Oh, he
West.
loves the
Stop-
No, I don't love that.
He
I certainly don't love that. He's not the best player in West Australia
Okay,
by
so-
any stretch.
So round out, you got 3 more all Freo players to round out.
No
8,
more
9,
West
10.
Coast. West Coast had 3 only.
3. And
That's
one of
clear.
them's never played a game.
So
with
the
his
boy's
wife.
not in there.
The boy's not in there. You know what?
Luke Ryan?
No.
Okay. Hang on a second.
Hayden Young?
Correct. Number 9.
Like Alex Pearce because he's a captain.
No.
Michael Walters?
No.
Calm down. He's an
maybe it's 'cause
absolute
I know-
stalwart.
Brennan Cox?
Yes, number 10. So you got number 8 in here.
Fremantle
Jai
Dockers.
Amos.
Yes.
Wow.
Correct.
Wow.
You're very
wow.
good at picking this.
There
You're
you
very
go.
good.
Mm.
Where's the boy at?
The boy, 11.
Yeah, gun.
That's really good.
That's
Just
really good.
missed the top 10. That is bloody
Yeah,
I'm
good.
that's-
surprised he's not 1, but if he's not
Same.
1, he's probably 11.
Yeah, look, that's the number 1 pick surprise. I think Caleb Strong is the best player in West Australia at the moment.
Yeah.
Like, he's the only All-Australian
Until Harley replays.
until obviously Harley plays. Yeah, no
Mm.
question when he's the best player of all time.
Oscar, very important to West Coast.
Oscar's, yep.
Co-captain. The
Luke
other
Jackson
the other
being-
co-captain.
So Luke, they've got 2 ruckmen in there. Sean Darcy and Luke Jackson.
Yeah.
Wow.
Liam Duggan ranked number 14, co-captain of
Well, there
West
you go.
Coast
That's
Eagles.
his number.
So it's a good number.
That is. Who was 88, Nick? Did you find?
Sebek Kuick.
Oh, Seb
Seb
Quick.
Ku-
Yeah,
mate,
never-
Seb Kuick, I reckon he's better than
he's a
that.
fucking gun, but
He's
he's like literally he's just done an ACL and hasn't
Yeah.
not played one.
To their credit, they said that. That was the reason why.
Mate, he's a
He's a fucking gun.
Yeah.
I watched him play a
Gun.
game against Perth, the night game for East Perth. It wasn't me. Someone kicked the ball into him. It was a 1v5 in the forward line, and he just dangled over everyone and nearly took mark of the world of
I
millennium.
hope he gets right.
Same, he's a gun.
Thanks for that,
Just a
Dan.
couple more. Just mentions Gov 17. Yep. Walters
17.
24.
24.
Yep. Fife number 13.
13.
13?
That's
Wow.
right. There you go. If we should we just go through the entire list?
No,
I'm joking. I'm
we
joking.
should
I don't have it here in
not.
front of me. Let's read some emails. Of course, you send it, we read it.
So we said
if
we'll
it's
can-
good, we'll kind of count it. But we got,
Apparently we got a
last
couple.
week we're saying we're gonna just read one if it's really good.
If it's really good. So we got a really good one.
So we're continuing the segment exactly as it's run.
Yeah.
That's right. I'm
For
gonna go
its
straight
so
to
we'll,
this.
you said it, we read it if it's really good.
If it's incredible,
If it's
that's
fucking
right.
really, really good.
Now,
We'll
Nick, should we
send-
just
we'll
should we
read
just go to this video one? Yeah, he's giving me the nod. This just says Subban and Ballantyne v Schofield. Here is real up to no good, dueling with that dirty Hayden Ballantyne.
Oh,
And this is from Dominic. This is a video.
Stephen Hill, Drew Petrie was in the goal.
bang! Scully goes back. I've not seen this.
It goes out to half Bowsia to Walters. He was jumping and pouncing and goalie.
Bang!
Hooray!
To keep the goal, might have been Nighhouse.
There
There he is, but
in the goal square.
Mark Hutchison's done a great job on him today. He only had the 12 disposal. That's his first goal.
Strike.
Come on, come back.
Talk about
Brendan Cox comes in.
Ballas.
Oh!
Scully, you bitch. Get up. He tripped him.
Talk about
Can we have another look? Did I absolutely blindside Nick Subban at the start of that?
Go.
Can we show it?
Yeah, you did.
You need to see it. So he's on the mark.
Unfortunately for Stephen Hill, Drew Petrie.
Oh,
in the goal square.
goodness.
Yeah, you've put him in the next one.
That's a cheap
That's his
shot.
teammates. That's his
That's a
teammates'
cheap
fault
shot.
for not calling it.
No, I'll tell you.
It's your
No,
fault.
I'll tell you, it was
Not
my
a teammate
fault.
side.
Yeah.
And that was for dobbing in the tribunal. He dobbed Masto in.
Oh,
The
right.
players' code was broken. And that was
There you go.
revenge.
Yeah, fair enough.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
I think fair enough.
God, yeah.
Blindside
A
Lewis.
dob. Yeah, dob on
No,
people
you
in the
don't dob on
tribunal.
people. No.
What did he dob on him for?
Biting him.
I
You
guess it-
bit him.
Yeah.
You bit him like a dog.
Yeah, Masto
You
did
don't
bite
say
him.
that to the tribunal, though.
No.
Did he
Subban-
say? Did he say he bit me like a dog?
They had bite marks on him.
Pretty hard to knock that one back.
Chris Marston had a jaw expert in there telling him why it was a reflex. It's like, oh, when an arm gets shoved in your mouth, you automatically
bite
bite
it.
down.
You revert to your
That's fair.
basic instincts and bite now.
How many? How many weeks did he get?
A few.
Gee.
Yeah. You probably don't bite people.
No,
It's
probably not.
probably the moral of that story.
Yep.
Don't bite people. But if you do, don't dob on them. Otherwise, you're going to get shit mixed.
Tomorrow on the podcast,
That's some good vision.
we've got probably one of the younger players. You know, we talk to a lot of guys who've had a storied career, sometimes 10 seasons, sometimes they played 30 years ago.
But sometimes when the quality of the player
Yeah.
surpasses their history, you can't say no.
Harley Reid.
Well, Harley Reid won. The boy,
2.
another. So this is in those sort of realms. You don't know who this is.
Never
Let's
heard of
continue
him.
to guess. He plays for an interstate club. And
Yeah.
when I say interstate, I mean not a non-Melbourne
Oh, yeah,
club.
non-Melbourne club. Yeah.
See if you can pick his club. He's a,
Your
I would say,
GWS.
Close.
it could be overs to say top 5 young midfielders in the competition, but I
Errol
would say
Goulden.
10, you're very
So
close.
close.
Yeah, you're very close.
So
he's
he's-
top 10.
At Sydney, is he?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to go pretty blank on.
It's Chad Warner. And
Chad Warner,
Chad Warner.
He's an absolute superstar.
Ripper.
Spoke to him about being caught outside of the SCG when Buddy kicked his 1000th
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
Yeah, his 1000th goal?
Him and
Yeah.
Ollie
Yeah,
Florence.
1000th goal.
Yeah, so that was a very funny story. Had some really good chats actually about playing with some of those players he's played with at Sydney, like that Bloods culture, where they are now, the young players playing the grand final obviously 2 years ago, which
Got
wasn't
whacked.
a great experience, but for a young player like him, he was the best on ground for Sydney. So
Yep.
very very good chat for a young
Nice.
man.
Yeah, awesome. I've got to remind you about the Bison.
Right.
So
Yeah.
do you want to talk about the Bison now before we play a couple of fines? Because we did get a couple sent in.
Well, that's good.
I'd like to hear the fines.
Yeah,
first.
All right,
Sure,
you want to hear
let's
some fines
There is
first?
something coming.
Backchatpodcast.com.au/fines. You can currently record them in and just send them straight to us. It's that easy.
So was a request for like text message?
Yeah, there was a request.
fines?
We're trying to work on something like that. If only the internet had a system in which
It's
you could
easier
type
to
something in and
record
send
than
it to
text.
us. I'm not sure if we got that.
You
A
could-
lot
you
easier
could
to
just
record.
Send them to, you could DM us. It's pretty similar.
Or you could just record a good fine and
It's pretty
send it
easy.
to us.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Just record them.
G'day, boys. sitting out the front on my iPad, having a red wine. Beautiful day in Perth. Just reminiscing about the day. Went running with Timmy Franklin this morning.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
He mentioned you boys.
Running around the world.
Thought you might be down at Parkrun Cottesloe.
Couldn't make it. Was it training?
Didn't see you down there. Bit disappointed, lads. The bloke's running the world, and not sure what you were doing, but pretty disappointed not to see you down there.
Good point.
That's a great point.
Couple of buck fine each.
Yeah.
That's fair. We'll wear that.
That's a fair point. You'll wear
That's
it.
fine. Let's before you go any further.
It's not over. Is he still going?
No, it's finished.
Yeah.
Before we go any further, I would like us just to all go around and explain why we weren't there on Saturday morning. I will start.
I'll go next.
I'll go next. Great, I'll go last.
I'll go first.
I'll just make it up.
So my wife started work at 3 a.m. on Saturday morning.
Okay.
So
it's
just like 3 a.m. and
no, why Beck wasn't there.
she finished at about 11. So I had to be at home with the kids, obviously, looking after them.
How old are
make
your
sure
The kids can't run.
2 and 5.
They can't run.
They can't run.
You got a pusher?
No, and I don't have a pusher, so I couldn't convince my
So what do you do?
2-year-old
They
to
just
run
stay inside
5Ks. And the other thing was that we only have one car, and Beck took the car so that I couldn't
Uber?
transfer
So she
the
was
kids.
bad.
You couldn't Uber?
No, she finished at like 10 o'clock. No, you can't. I didn't want to Uber.
So
my
Tim
2-year-old
Franklin can run the
5-year-old.
fucking world.
Yeah,
You
but
can't get your
catch
2
Uber
kids
from
out of the
Hockey to
house
fucking
and get them
Cottesloe.
down to the Cottesloe Park. Like,
Wow.
No, I couldn't. So that's my excuse.
and what was your
Hamish?
excuse? Hamish?
I was training.
You weren't. Don't lie.
I was.
He's not lying. At least he's not lying.
I was training.
Don't
I finished,
lie.
So my training.
Tim's listening.
Yeah, I know you're listening, Tim. I said to Tim that I would be there after training.
Oh, so you said you'd go.
I did say I'd go, and then I didn't go. My training
That's
finished
even
at
worse.
8:30. I didn't leave the venue until about 8:45. The park run was already finished. It's
Was
a
it?
5K park run that starts at 8 o'clock.
Right.
So it was finished.
What day was it on?
Saturday
Yeah,
morning.
Saturday morning. So I went home and I was like, well, it's done now. So
Okay.
I just didn't go.
That's fine.
What was your excuse, Will?
Look, I was going to lie. I was.
Okay.
Just when you started speaking, I was going to make something up.
Okay.
I was doing nothing.
Yeah,
I was doing absolutely nothing,
Gee.
and I didn't go down.
That's really
Wow.
Look, I feel bad about myself, and I feel bad, Tim. I do have a couple of questions.
Okay.
Are we over that?
Yeah,
Fine.
over it.
I got a couple of questions.
You're the
I
worst.
only
guy
have
ever.
one.
You're the
And,
worst
and
guy
Tim, we
ever.
know you're listening.
I have one question for you, Tim. You're running around the world.
Yeah.
Right. You're running around the world. Trying to break a world record.
Yeah.
Fastest from point A to point A.
Hamish might break it.
Point A to point A.
I'll
right?
never do it. I'll never break that.
Right. You could.
I won't.
Point A to
You
point
might.
A. So you're going from Brisbane
I won't.
to Brisbane.
Yeah.
Why are we doing a 5K park run at Cottesloe?
Just to get the people involved,
Mate, you get to Cottesloe
And you just run.
and you start running to Brisbane.
Yeah.
Like, and I don't mean, of course, get the people involved, great. But
Like Forrest Gump it.
I reckon
Forrest Gump it,
last thing I reckon I want to do is be running in circles when I'm trying to get to Brisbane.
Yeah, wasting Ks.
That's what I'm saying.
He did another one yesterday. Just like
Just running around the Swan River.
Yeah.
Just running around the Swan River.
Just get to Brizzy, mate.
Get going, Tim. Start running, mate. It's been a big, long journey.
Yeah.
Get going.
Okay.
So,
Okay, lads, it's Barry McCockiner.
Sorry.
$10 fine for SCOE for
Fair enough.
calling Brisbane Lions dour defender Jack Payne Jackson. Jackson Payne had retired or delisted or whatever he was
Retired.
back in 2014. So,
did he?
yeah, 2 different players. One played for Brisbane and Collingwood. The other one is Brisbane Lions Academy player. So, as the chief defender, captain defender SCOE he should really know this champion.
That's fair.
Lift your game and Dan Const, just stop hooting the horn. Hammer, come play a round of golf for me. Cheers.
Fair enough.
All valid points.
What a great find.
Yeah, that's a good find.
See, that's what we're
a
looking
couple
for.
of clips on the way out.
That's
That's
a
what
good
we're looking
find.
for. backchatpodcast.com.au/fines.
I call him Jackson Payne today.
You did. I just assumed that you knew his like
Do we know
official
his
birth
name isn't
name.
Jackson? I mean,
Imagine
does he
if
just
it
go
is.
by Jack?
Could we call Mr. and Mrs. Payne?
Could we have a look, Nick?
Very badass name.
I know
as well.
it's Jack Payne, but
Mr.
like
Payne.
I was Will Schofield. My name's William.
William.
It never said William Schofield. What's that?
Yeah.
William.
Liam.
William.
Just have a look, Nick. Find out. The Bison.
The Bison. Sorry, yes.
Hang on a minute. Nick's found Jack's
He's a
name.
Jack.
It's just Jack.
Jack Parker Payne.
Okay.
So that's his birth certificate you're looking at, or
Okay. We're going to have to
What
get
are you
Mr. and
looking
Mrs. Payne on the
I
phone.
always look at Wikipedia.
what are you looking at? If you're looking at Wikipedia, just look at mine, just for example.
Okay, well, again,
it's
we
got-
just
it's- we'll-
Oh, yeah, I can read it. There it is. Jack Parker.
I think there's a possibility. It could be
Okay.
Jackson.
Cool.
And now
we won't rule it out.
The
All right,
Bison.
The Bison. What's he done?
Well, I would say, what have we done? I think we're going to release this. I've looked at it. I want your opinions.
What is it?
I'll give you my honest opinion.
Have a look. Difficult to say.
Okay.
The Bison beer.
Oh, are we releasing a beer?
It's a T-shirt. The white scale.
Oh yeah, tough to see that. Yeah, I'm fat and I love a beer. I'm a bit fat sometimes. The Bison. I'm a bit fat at times and I love a beer.
And
That
he's holding
is
the beer,
fucking good.
and he's got the Allen Border next to him.
It'd be really nice if you could somehow make that a BackChat ale.
Oh,
That would be
boy.
fucking
I
funny.
No, why can't that be a BackChat ale? I
Because
think
he's
if-
holding it. It's a bit
Oh,
awkward. Unless he
right.
goes like that
Sure.
and shows that it's a BackChat ale.
Can we get that?
That
Can
would be
you
fucking
can you
funny.
put it
Put it
up
up, 'cause
again?
people on YouTube will be able to see it. We just can't see because our display's terrible.
Yeah, no, that's brilliant. The Bison.
Yeah, don't mind that at all.
The
All right,
Bison.
the Bison.
Get online, buy it now. It's online right now, pre-sale.
Is it?
Could be.
Might as well.
Jump on. You want to wear that?
We've
The
got
Bison.
You guys have got 12 hours to put it up.
No one's spoken to the Bison about this, but I think we just get around him.
Yeah, fair enough. I'm sure
Could be any
fine, mate.
bison.
Hey, it could be any bison
be
that looks a
anyone
lot like
named
Mitch Marsh.
Sometimes we're all fat and we all want
I'm
to
going to be here sometimes, yeah.
We all have a bit of bison in us.
Go on, backchatstudios.com.au, find the merch page, buy that.
Who made that merch page, by the way?
Mamba Digital.
Yeah, Mamba Digital.
they
Shout out
fucking
Mamba
did. Yeah,
Digital.
shout out Mamba Digital.
Backchatstudios.com.au. Bloody good website. Might be the best website in the internet.
As far as
On the
making
internet.
websites go, they're right up there.
Very
That's what
good.
they do.
I'm annoyed at that Bison release. I'm annoyed at what we gave that. We can't see it on display. The white balance is off. It just looks like a white page.
I'm still pretty happy with it. I'll buy the
I
shirt.
just would like you to see
You know
it.
what? Just do yourself a favour. If you saw that and you're like, I don't even think it looks
Didn't
good.
even
Just
look.
head to backchatstudios.com.au. Go to the merch
We're
page.
making it. I reckon we make it.
We're making it?
It's making it.
Even if we just make 3 of them for
backchatstudios.com.au.
us.
Nah, there's 100 only.
Whew.
100 of them. Done.
Brilliant.
Get on and buy them.
Get on and buy 'em.
yourself one of them.
One of 100.
One of 100. You could buy 2 for your mate.
You could buy 2 of 100. Dead right.
Go on and pre-order all 100.
All right, patrons, we're going to chat to you in a second. If you want to sign up to our Patreon, if you're new here, Patreon, mate, sign up. You get a little extra bonus things, ad-free episodes.
cage.
Sometimes you hear ads, you skip them. That's fine. Do what you want. This way, you don't even have to skip them. It's the cage. That's
What
right.
sort of a
Hannah, thank you
hassle
for
is that? Ads.
While you're driving, we don't want you touching things.
Yeah.
While you're on the train, you don't have to pull out your phone.
Before you leave, if you want to help out BackChat, we're looking for someone with creative talent with a spray can or paintbrush.
Yep.
Come paint our wall.
Yeah.
Or
I
a
wanna hear
pencil.
from you.
If a pencil works on concrete.
BackChat,
Don't think
double
it will.
underscore, hit us up.
Hit us
Give
up.
Hammer Breaks a follow.
Yep.
Hammer
your
Breaks
thing.
follow and support our the guys that we like working with: Whippersnapper Whisky, Margaret River Roasting Co, Shelter Brewing Co, Fleet Network,
Yep.
of
Go on,
course,
no- yeah,
powering
powering
the
the
podcast.
podcast. Go on, novated yourself a lease.
2024.
We should make the Tasmanian salmon. We should release them.
The Tassie Salmons, yeah. I would wear a Tassie Salmon shirt.
Salmoners or salmons?
Nah, just Tassie Salmons.
The mountain,
'Cause,
I'll
like,
release
you
the
don't- you're not
Mountaineers.
the-
How about we do this? We'll do the Mountaineers release,
The merch release. A
and the
merch
Salmons
wall.
release, and
Hamish and
whoever
Eddie did that
sells
once.
more
Okay.
It's pretty funny.
wins a prize.
We'll talk about more.
Yeah, the merch
cage.
wars.
Okay.
I'm happy with that.
All right, stay with us, Cage.